Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Les Brown's Motivational Monday Night Call, your place for motivation and inspiration by world-renowned speaker, author, coach, Mr. Les Brown, featuring Mr. Brown and his platinum speakers. My name is Dr. Stacey N.C. Grant. I'd like to wish you a happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I hope you took some time within your day to be of service and to honor the memory of the man, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I'm so excited that Mr. Brown is live with us tonight as he would like to share some special words with you on this King holiday. Mr. Brown, how are you tonight?
I'm better than good and better than most and sometimes even better than that.
I know that's right. Let the record show somebody. Well, I am so excited to hear your voice. I'm going to rest mine because I was speaking today and I didn't follow my rule of thumb with my hot water and lemon in my regimen for my voice. So I am grateful that I can be poured into by you once again as I put my phone on mute and give it to you to take it away.
Stacey, what is the date today? January the what?
January the 20th.
Stacey, we just got here, and this month is almost gone.
I don't even understand. I was scratching my head earlier and said, what the what? Before we blink,
yes,
it will be February. So I cannot even believe we're at this Monday in January. Mm-hmm. Full speed ahead, Les.
All right. Thank you. I got it. I appreciate you so much. Yes, happy Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Dr. King had a dream of all of us living the American dream rather than the American nightmare. And he died for that dream. He once said that a man is not fit to live if he has not found something that he's willing to die for. And he died for that cause. And we're living in a time, there are literally people coming out of the woodworks that would like to reverse all of the gains, all of the progress, and all of the things that he died for. And so I want to ask you a question. What is your dream? He had a dream and he died for that dream. And what we know is that a dream comes with a cost. What is your dream? Statistics indicate that over 86% of people don't pursue their dreams because of fear of failure. But a higher percentage never even think about dreaming. I remember attending a movie called The Truman Story. And it was about a guy who was living his life in a bubble, literally. And he was trying to escape where he was. And a question was asked, will he escape? And the response was no. Most people accept the life that they have been given. Majority of people, unfortunately, don't have dreams because most people accept the life that they have been given. They go to school, they graduate, some go to college, graduate, and expect to get a job and work for 40 years and get a gold watch and retire. Those days are gone. What is your dream? The majority of people don't have dreams because they allow their fear of failure to stop them, but there's something else. Because of their experiences, they accept the life that has been given to them. They just fall in line. They do what the people do in their community and the people that they're around. And so I'm asking you again, what is your dream? Beyond having a job, beyond being able to have a roof over your head and having a nice car to drive and being able to put food on the table. Beyond that, what is your dream? Beyond just surviving. I asked a guy, I was in this seminar that I was conducting, and during the break, a gentleman came up to me and he started talking, and he said, man, he said, I'm so glad to be here. And I asked him, I said, what do you do? And he told me what he did for a living. And then I asked, what's your dream? What are you living to do? And he said, what? I said, deaf people don't ask what. What are you living to do? You heard me. What are you living to do? You told me what you're doing for a living, but what are you living to do? And he thought for a moment, and he said, I don't know. I said, why do you do what you're doing right now? He said, it pays the bills. I said, is that enough for you? And he said, no. I said, I know that answer because that's why you're here. But he couldn't tell me. And I asked him, but if you had a choice, and you do, to do something that resonates with you and get paid for it and give your life a sense of meaning and fulfillment, what will that look like? I know you said you don't know, but going into your imagination, what will that look like? And he said, you know something? He said, I like to help people. I like to help people. In fact, I like to do what you do, but I don't have a story. And I can't speak like you, but I admire what you do. People tell me I have the gift for gab, but I'm not a Les Brown. Well, I said, thank God you're not, because God only made one. You are you. That's all you need to do. All of us are unique, but most people die copies. And so I'm suggesting that there's a reason that you and I met. It's no accident. I was once in your place. When you asked me, what am I living to do? I would have said, I don't know. But pressuring me, Robert Boyd, who asked me that question, I said, I like to help people. I like to make people feel good. I like to motivate and inspire people. And so I'm suggesting to you, when I ask the question, what is your dream? And maybe you're already working on it. Most people are living, as Darren Benzie would say, a misplaced life. Most people don't have a dream. Richard Wright once said, the impulse to dream has been slowly beaten out of me through the experiences of life. There are people who've attempted to do some things and things did not work out the way that they desired, and they stopped. I want you to keep this in mind. Make a mental note. You will fail your way to success. In pursuit of your dream, setbacks, disappointments, failures of all kinds, obstacles of all kinds, you're going to encounter them. Before an airplane takes off and soars, they say on the intercom, fasten your seatbelt. Why? Because you're going to experience some turbulence before we reach a comfortable altitude. When you have a goal and you have a dream, over 90% of people who have businesses, they fail the first year because they don't have the mental resolve. They assume because they had some information that was all that was required. They bought into that slogan, information is power. It absolutely is not. Information is helpful, But in order to make your dream become real, it takes more than information. It requires persistence, mental resolve, and perseverance, and the willingness to do whatever is required to make it happen. You're going to fail your way to success. In order to have that dream that you're thinking about, you're going to have disappointments. People are going to lie to you. You're going to get ripped off. People are going to disappoint you. Things are going to happen to you that you cannot anticipate. You will be tested. I remember Dexter Yeager said, no test, no testimony. The dream comes with a price. It comes with a price. And so when you think about this dream, and I hope that you do, ask yourself the question, who is it I have to become in order to make that happen? See, a lot of people run out and go after the dream, but many of them don't take the time to reflect and do an evaluation and get some feedback on what will that take? What's required in order to do that? And when I think about myself and think about where I am right now, I had to stop. I'm living a life that will outlive me. And in order for me to get here, I had to be willing to do what Paul said. He said, I must die daily. I had to be willing to die to who I was so that I can become this Les Brown that you now hear. I had to learn how to communicate in a different kind of way. I knew how to communicate as a disc jockey. Look out, baby, this is me. LB, Triple P, Les Brown, your platter playing Papa. But in order to speak for AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, General Electric, IBM, Xerox, in order to do that, I had to practice. I had to learn to speak in a different kind of way. Mr. Washington told me, Mr. Brown, once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. So I was reaching for a goal beyond my comfort zone. And I'm encouraging you to reach for a goal beyond your comfort zone. Why, Les? Because it will introduce you to a part of yourself that you don't know right now. In order to do something you've never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. It requires a radical change. I did not know that this Les Brown existed. You've got to know your vitamin. You've got to be willing to fail again and again and again. You have to operate about the thinking of Og Mandino, who said, I will persist until I succeed. That's the kind of mindset that you must have. Because the people who make dreams happen, they know it goes with the territory of having failures and disappointments and setbacks. Walter P. Chrysler failed 49 times in the automobile industry, but he had a breakthrough. And so the willingness to know that, hey, I can do this and I'm willing to pay the price. Next thing is, you got to become a risk taker. You have to be willing to fail. You got to be willing to have people tell you that you can't do it and walk away and feel stupid and vulnerable. That's a part of the process. I've had a lot of failures. A lot of things happened to me that I did not expect. Sometimes family members will support you. Most of the times they won't. Their friends and people and family members will look at you who can help you, and I'm sorry to tell you, they won't, because they know too much about you. They can't forget the you that they have grown accustomed to, the you that they know now. They don't know about that power and that presence in you. They don't know that you're more than a conqueror. They don't know that there's a power in you, that you have the ability to do things more than you can ever begin to imagine. They're judging according to appearances. of what they've seen in the past, the failures, the mistakes, the disappointments. That's all they're holding on to. And many times, I can tell you myself, I had to remind myself what Mike Williams told me. Brownie, you can do that. I said, I can? Yes, you can do that. You can do what you're looking at right now on that VHS. You can do that. You can do what Zig Ziglar is doing. And you have to convince me of that. I want you to write this down. Upgrade your relationships. It's very important if you have a goal and have a dream, surround yourself with people who can see some stuff in you that you can't see. You can't read the label when you're in the box. Surround yourself with people who can take you to a place within yourself that you can't go by yourself. It was Mike Williams who knocked on the door of the dressing room of the Georgia Dome and said, Brownie, come out. The band is stalling. They're waiting for you. There are 80,000 people in the stadium. Come out. I said, Mike, I can't hear the voices. Brownie, come out. You can do this, man. This is no time to panic. Come out. And I said, do you think I can do it? He said, yes. Yes, man, you can do this. You're Mamie Brown's boy. I said, come on, man. Don't use my mother against me. Yes, you can do this, Brownie. I encourage you. Go on YouTube and watch Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. I was so scared out of my wits, I don't, to this day, don't even remember giving the speech. But because I had someone who saw something in me, you have to have someone that will have the kind of energy and positivity and that you will believe in their belief in you till your belief kicks in. And that's what he did. That's what he did. He convinced me to come out of the bathroom and to walk up the steps, and they passed me the microphone, and his look was, Brownie, you can do this. And so surrounding yourself with positive, collaborative, achievement, supportive relationships is major to achieving your dream. Here's something else. This year, just think about it. Time has picked up speed. They need to check this. I mean, this month is almost gone. And so one of the things that you've got to do in making your dream become true, and I did this, my son, John Leslie, has a saying, let go or be dragged. You got to let some people go. When they say to you, birds of a feather flock together, that's real. People who have goals and dreams. Don't hang around people who don't have goals and dreams. People don't have goals and dreams. They're spectators. They're in the barbershop talking about, oh, yes, we need some strong defense. Or in the beauty shop chatting about some Oprah, some soap opera that they are watching on a regular basis. They're watching a lot of television. But people who have goals and dreams, they don't have time for the television. They are obsessed with those goals and dreams. That's what they talk about. That's what they do research on. And that's what they're developing themselves to conquer that mountain. Here I am, Lord. Send me. I'm the one. These are serious times. They're the best of times and the worst of times. Here's the other thing. Not only people who have goals and dreams, they have a vision of what they want. They live out of their imagination, and they see that goal and dream already accomplished, and they upgrade their relationships. They have people around them who encourage them, who hold them accountable, who inspire them, and see it for them. But the other thing is, they call you on your stuff. Might call me on my stuff. Brownie, are you flaking out on your dream? If you're seriously not serious, I'm not willing to work with you. You got to have people around you who will call you on your stuff, not tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. That will challenge you. Brownie, I don't think you're serious. I'm serious, Mike, I am. Because there were times I was flaking off. There were times I was not disciplined. You know, the book of life said the road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it. And few there be that find it are the ones that are not disciplined, not focused. And there were periods that I wasn't focused, that I wasn't disciplined. I felt like Paul, who said the things I should do, I don't do, and the things I shouldn't do, I do. It was crazy. I had a long period of my life where I was temporarily insane. And I look back and I'm not proud of that. I'm just keeping it real and being honest. And so having someone to hold you accountable, to ask you cut questions like, are you on the right path? Are you making the right choices? Is this you? That's major. The other thing is, as you look at your goals and dreams, persistence, the willingness to persist until you succeed, understanding and knowing you will fail your way to success. Here's the other thing. Understand and know the universe is on your side. Yes, you're going to have some setbacks. I've had a lot of them. I had periods when I was sleeping on the floor of the Penobscot building in Detroit, Michigan, on the 21st floor and hiding in the closet from the janitorial staff. I was sleeping there. I didn't have an apartment, didn't have enough money to get it, but I had enough money for my office. But those were some tough times I went through, but I didn't give up. The good times you put in your pocket. The hard times, you put it in your heart. But guess what? Robert Schuller was right. Tough times never last. Tough people do. If you're going through some stuff, let me share with you. It has not come to stay. It has come to pass. You're going to get through this. And so every day I learned something from Reverend Ike. Every day he said, if you're going through something, he said, see yourself on the other side of it and say, wow, I made it through. Thank God I made it through. I do that all the time. I do that in kicking cancer's butt. For 27 years I've been doing it. You have greatness in you. You can do more than you can ever begin to imagine. A dream requires sacrifice. A dream, as a great radio personality out of Detroit once said, do you really want to win? Do you really want this dream? See, you got to really want it because it comes with a price, and it will test you. It will really, really make you ask yourself the question, is it worth it? Here's the next thing. Whatever that dream is, write down 5 reasons on why it's important to you and why you won't give up when the tough times come, and they're going to come, when the disappointments come, and they will be knocking on your door. When failure shows up, that's a part of the process. What are the reasons that will be your rod and staff to comfort you? to give you strength and encouragement to push through whatever life throws at you. Nietzsche said, if you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. My dream was to take care of my mother. Being a foster kid and then adopted, one of 7, and I promised her, anything happened to you, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to be there for you. Who is it you love? Who is it that's been there for you and you've decided if anything happened to them that they can count on you? Or what is it that you want to do now? Mine is to get this unwanted weight that I have on me from the medication they're giving me to fight cancer in the body. And I said, hey, I'm not just going to give myself a pass saying, well, this Lupron is a steroid, and so I'm 100 pounds overweight, and, I've done the best that I can. No. Being diabetic, type 2 diabetes, is not acceptable. Sticking myself with these needles, it's not acceptable. The insulin, no. In fact, I want to say hell to the no, but I'm not going to say that. But you have to get to a place within yourself where you draw the line and say, no, I'm not going out like this. And so when you have that kind of mindset, when you are willing to do what A.L. Williams said, he said, all you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough, but make sure you do all you can do. As George Washington Carver would say, do what you can where you are with what you have and never be satisfied. Dr. King died so that we can live our dreams. That's where we are now. We have access right now with a telephone. People talking about the economy and low wages. You have a telephone, and with the comfort in your home and a telephone, you can have a global business. You can have access to information at your fingertips on a telephone and learn almost any profession out there that does not require certification or licensing. It's a brand new day. We have tools today that we didn't have when Dr. King took the bullet so that we will have the instruments and the opportunities that we have right now. And so, what is your dream? What is it? He had a dream to make the world a better place, to work with kids, to start your own business. You have some talent or some skill that's yours. Now you have ways to monetize that, to promote it, to advertise and market that. That wasn't here when Dr. King was here. Oh, we're living at a time now. No excuse is acceptable. We have a time on our hands now to realize as much as history is being read, it's also being written. Yeah. Make a commitment. I hope your dream is to live a life that will outlive you. And I hope that as we talk about Dr. King, that hunger, that drive, that determination, that willingness to sacrifice and to go all out after that dream that God has placed in your heart. Where your heart is, there your treasure is also. You have the power to live your dream. You have something special. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. You have been chosen to do a greater work. You have greatness in you. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. God bless you. God bless your dream. Stacy?
Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown, I tell you to live a life that outlives you. What a message tonight. Thank you for sharing that on this special day and reminding us of what is so important for us to continue to live our dreams and to be unapologetic about it and to do it even in spite of all the examples that you gave that can stop you and stretch yourself, and then have some people that'll check you if you decide to chicken out of this thing called life. So thank you for sharing that message. And what we'll do is just for another 2 minutes while you rest your voice, we will open up the line so that those who are listening can share one thing that was a significant takeaway as they reflect on all of what you shared tonight, what they feel they want to go ahead and implement as a result of hearing your message tonight. So stand by, ladies and gentlemen, while Mr. Brown will be hearing. He's just going to rest his voice and just listen to what you have to say tonight. And we appreciate your presence here on this MLK Day and really work towards what Mr. Brown said. Live a life that will outlive you. I can speak for Mr. Brown by saying thank you for keeping him lifted in your thoughts, your light, your love, and your prayers. So enjoy the rest of this MLK Day, family, and we'll be back again by the grace of God for another Motivational Monday Night Call with Mr. Les Brown.